and as it is interactive and as close as a real life situation as a test can get. There are 3 parts to the test, and each part fulfills a specific function in terms of interaction pattern, task input, and test taker output.
Thank you very much, Isaac, for that. So in the speaking test, and mostly, oh, my dear brothers and sisters, listen to this one. This is very, 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 very important. Out of the 4 tests, the speaking, the reading, the listening, and the writing test, out of the 4 tests, the cheapest and the easiest that you can easily pass is this test. The cheapest and the easiest you can easily pass is this test, the speaking test. So listen carefully. Speaking test is the same for the IELTS academic or the IELTS general, same speaking test. And this involves you, the test taker, you, the student, having a one-on-one interaction with a certified IELTS examiner. So there'll be a table with 2 chairs, you sitting on the other side and your certified examiner sitting on the opposite side, facing you, eyeball to eyeball. And it's an interactive session. The test has 3 parts, 1, 2, 3 parts. And each part has a specific function. The first part is for you to answer some questions. The second part, you're going to talk in 1 to 2 minutes about a topic. Okay, let's see the various parts. Frempoma Esiedu, Esther, please read what's on your screen.
The 3 tests, 3 part 1. You answer question about yourself and your family. 2. About a topic. In part 3, you have a longer discussion on the topic. The speaking test is the same for both IELTS academic and IELTS general training. Each of the 3 parts is designed to test a different aspect of your communication ability.
We're getting a feedback. Esther, please mute your microphone. Getting a horrible feedback from you, so I did not get a word of what you read. Who is Benis? Benis.
Hello,
Please.
sir.
Yes, what's your name? Benis what?
Benis Boache.
Okay, Benis, please read what's on your screen.
Okay. The 3 parts. In part 1, you answer questions about yourself and your family. In part 2, you speak about a topic. In part 3, you have a longer discussion on the topic. The speaking test is the same for both IELTS academic and IELTS general training. Each of the 3 parts are designed to test a different aspect of your communication ability.
Thank you very much. That's a nicely done reading. Thank you so much. My dear brothers and sisters, if you are not writing anything down, you are missing. Please write these points down. That the speaking test is in 3 parts. Part 1, you're going to answer questions about yourself and your family. Part 2, you're going to speak about a topic, normally for 1 to 2 minutes. If I don't tell you this in future, please remember that I said on the day of the exams, the examiner will tell you, speak, they will give you a topic. what will happen is they will give you a topic. Before they will give you a topic, the examiner will tell you, I'm going to give you a topic which you are going to speak about for 1 to 2 minutes. Now, the time given is 1 to 2 minutes, but please make sure you speak for at least 2 minutes. Speak more than 1 minute. Make sure you speak for at least 2 minutes. Keep going until the examiner tells you to stop. Don't speak for 1 minute and then the extra minute. If you don't speak for the full 2 minutes and you speak for 1 minute, the examiner will not say anything. The examiner will wait until the 2 minutes before he will tell you to stop. You have 2 minutes to talk. The more you talk, the better your chances of scoring a higher band score. So please remember this. Although they will ask you to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, speak for at least 2 minutes. Speak for more than 2 minutes. Keep talking until the examiner tells you to stop. Then in part 3, you will have a longer discussion and the topic. All right. Are we all clear with this?
Yes, sir.
All right. I mean, so far you have noticed that all the materials we're giving you are official British Council materials. On our program, we have a partnership with the British Council for the IELTS program. So all the materials we're going to give you are British Council official material. This morning, I want to share with you, I'm going to play you a YouTube video from the British Council. And this is a real test. The real test. Somebody who went in for the real IELTS speaking test. The real thing. And then you see how the student performed. I want you to pay attention. Don't miss anything. Because when we are done, we're going to have a discussion on it. And then I'm going to give you a clearer picture of what was going on. But you need to listen and watch everything. Don't get distracted for any reason. Okay, so let's go to the YouTube video. 1 second. Let me set it up well. Probably should copy this and paste it in the browser. 1 second. Okay.
My name is Munzir Dale. I'm a professor of electrical engineering and computer science at MIT. The partnership that we have in the month.
Okay, can you see my screen, please?
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm going to start. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Phil Smith. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Okay. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And did you see the video too?
Sir.
Did you all see the video?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm just asking that. Okay, I'm asking that question to be sure all of you are seeing and hearing. So this is an IELTS speaking test. Part 1, part 2, 3, the real test. So the man,
Good morning.
the man in your picture is the examiner. This is a certified IELTS examiner. And this is a test taker like you taking the speaking test. All right, let's start.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Phil Smith. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Sausan Hassan.
Thank you. And can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Syria.
Can I see your identification,
Yes,
please?
sure.
Thank you, that's fine. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I'm a student.
And what subject are you studying?
English literature.
Why did you choose this subject?
Well, I like literature very much, and English is international language, so English literature is one of the best majors I've ever studied, so I like it very much.
What do you hope to do when you finish your studies?
Well, I'm planning to complete my higher studies. I'll be doing an MA, and eventually I'll be doing a PhD to be a professor in English literature.
Now let's talk about weekends. What do you usually do at the weekend?
Well, usually I go to visit my relatives or even friends, but sometimes I stayed at home just for if I have exams or something to study, so I just stay at home. But most of my time, actually, I spend it with my friends, going out for to drink something or to have fun, enjoy it.
What do you think you'll do next weekend?
Well, next weekend I have to go to a trip to York, and I'm so excited about it. Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I've heard that York, it's a very ancient city. So, and the Vikings were there, and I like the ancient things, and I like history.
Do you enjoy your weekends now more than you did when you were a child?
Well, not really. When I was a child, I just spent all my weekends playing, but now I have lots of concerns. Sometimes I have to stay at home to study. So, no, when I was a child, I enjoyed it most.
How important is it for you to relax at the end of the week?
Well, it is very important because you just relax out of the whole week because you were studying or working. So you need peace and relax and sometimes to take a great time of sleeping just to prepare yourself for the next week.
Let's talk about music. What sort of music do you usually enjoy listening to?
Well, I like music very much because I'm a singer myself. I like to sing, so I have a great taste for music. I like the classical, I like the Arabic music, and so music is very important. It's I have to listen to music all the day.
Has the kind of music you like changed over the years?
Well, yes, it changed.
Abigail Abbey, why are you distracting the whole class? Sorry about that, guys.
Because I used to listen to the almost it's slow music, and nowadays it's just in the very fast, and sometimes techno, and I don't like this kind of music. I still listen to the music that I liked, and I still have the same CDs, and all the time I listen. I sometimes listen to this music, the new music, but I don't like it. I just like to listen to the music that I liked when I was a child.
Do you prefer listening to live music or recorded music?
Well, recorded. I don't like live music because I feel always the singer is not good in live music, so I feel that recorded is better.
Do you think listening to music helps you study?
Yes, I always listen to music when I'm studying. Sometimes my friends make fun of me because I'm not concentrating, but actually it makes me more concentrated.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's some paper and a pencil for making notes. And here's your topic. I'd like you to describe a special gift or present you gave to someone. All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. The special gift actually I gave to my mother, and it was a necklace in the Mother Day. And actually I've been to different shops to search for what am I going to give my mother, because you know, giving her anything is just, you feel it, it's very simple. But I looked for different shops, and I then decided to take a very lovely necklace, and it wasn't that much expensive because I was I had the money for it. So, and I asked the salesman to wrap it for me in a very colored papers, and I just tried to put the red tie in it, and then I hide it in my. I didn't tell her about it till the party, because we usually make a party for my mother in the Mother Day, so I didn't tell her about it till at the party. And when I gave it to her, she was really happy very much, and she was almost in tears because she really liked it. And she told me, no matter how simple it is, since you think about giving me anything, so that's really great. So I was really happy for really giving her this present, and she's wearing it every time when she goes out, or and she always tell her friends about it. Look what my daughter brought to me in the Mother Day. So I really was proud and happy that she really liked it. So every time I see it, she really. She's really proud of it. And
do you enjoy giving gifts?
Yes, I really enjoy. I like even to take gifts, but I enjoy giving gifts to my friends or to the members of my family, because it shows that you are thinking of them and you really care for them.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet and the paper and pencil back, please?
Yes.
We've been talking about a special gift you gave to someone, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. Let's consider, first of all, giving gifts in families. On what occasions do family members give gifts to each other in Syria?
Well, usually they give gifts on...
Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that video.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is in real life how the IELTS speaking test is conducted. The first part, she was asked
Normal.
the second part, she was given a topic to talk about, and the topic was a gift she gave to somebody, and she chose to talk about a gift. Spoke about a gift she got her mother in that case. And then the third part will be a full discussion, a more lengthy discussion on the gift. Yeah, please mute the microphone. Should I mute everybody? Let me mute him. I'm not sure what people can see.
Yes, please. Mute everybody.
Okay, so all of you have been muted. You cannot unmute yourself unless I call you and then I'll mute you. So the first part of that video shows you in the real test will be given a topic. Sorry. The first, you know what? I have another video that will clarify all that points for you. Why don't we watch that video? 1 second, let me load that video on your screen so that you can watch. The video you just watched is a video of how the IELTS speaking test is done. And that was a real video, a real test a student took and was scored. I will tell you the band score of. So you've decided to take the. Sorry, I'll tell you the band score of that video later. And then we have a couple of other videos. I'm hoping I'll see if I can get you a Ghanaian video. But a couple of other videos for students taking the real test, the various band score. Okay. So you've decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations. Success starts with IELTS. The speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is the introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn, and Part 3 is an analytical discussion. Okay, did you hear that video? Type yes if you heard that video and you saw that video. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Seba. Okay, I just wanted to be sure you heard it. So I'm going to start again. Ready, go. Decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations. Success starts with IELTS. The speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is the introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn, and Part 3 is an analytical discussion. It's important to understand the criteria on which you will be tested in the IELTS exam. First, we consider the criteria of fluency and coherence. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. We'll cover the other 3 in later videos. Fluency and coherence refer to your ability to speak at length, including organizing ideas logically and appropriately signposting. It also refers to your ability to express and justify opinions and to discuss and speculate about issues without long pauses or repetition of the same words. Signposting is the use of words or phrases that indicate the direction of your thoughts. We will give you some examples of this in a moment. Many students try memorizing large portions of speech to repeat during the speaking test, but this can add unnecessary stress and sound unnatural. We don't recommend this approach. Here are a few tips to improve your speaking test performance. As you are speaking about a topic, build on your point of view by adding a few details. For example, if the question is, "What do you do?" rather than responding with, "I am a teacher," you might expand this to, "I have been a high school mathematics teacher in New York for over 5 years." For part 2 of the test, use the bullet points on the task card to help you structure your long turn and make notes in the 1 minute that's given using key words. In part 3 particularly, it is important to develop your answers and to speak at length. You can do this by thinking of reasons, effects, comparisons, supporting examples, and personal experience. Just make sure you are signposting what you say. For example, discussing excessive TV watching, you might mention reasons, increasing numbers of TV channels compared to a generation ago, and the popularity of TV characters. Effects, increasing obesity levels, eyesight problems, and other health issues. Experience, my nephew watches nothing except cartoons. He will not study. Here are some examples of signposting for part 3 of the test. Compare, contrast. In my view, there are 2 main differences. Responding to a point. Yes, I agree because, or I'm not sure I agree with that. You see, speculating on the future. I think we'll probably see a lot of,
or maybe there'll be more, or it's unlikely that we will have. Practice is the key to increasing your fluency. There are no shortcuts. Practice using English in everyday communication as much as you can. Record yourself talking about different subjects. Then play it back and listen for linking expressions, hesitation, words you may be repeating, and times when your speech is slow. This will help improve your fluency. The assessment criteria is the only thing on which you will be tested. You will not be assessed on your appearance, body language while speaking in the exam, or your creative ideas. IELTS examiners are very consistent with their application of the IELTS assessment criteria. It is the same assessment given everywhere in the country and everywhere in the world. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation.
Okay, thank you for that. I hope you all enjoyed that video. So, the last part of that video, the speaking test will test you in 4 or 5 areas. First one, coherence and fluency while speaking. You must speak coherently and fluently. Fluently means you speak without long pauses and with a few of Coherence is what you are saying makes sense. But please note that it doesn't mean that what you talk about need to be true. Okay? You can talk about a subject matter when you have no idea about it. In fact, you can lie about the subject matter. The examiner, the duty of the examiner is not to determine what you are saying is true or not, but to check whether what you are speaking fluently and coherently, you are using the right lexical resources, correct grammatical range, and appropriate and the right pronunciations. Don't worry, we're going to have the next 3 months to go through each of these key areas to prepare you properly for the exam. Okay, now at this point, I want to pause and I want to unmute everybody and then see if you have any question at all. Do you have any question, any concern, any comment up until this point? If you do, raise your hand first and I'll call you before you start speaking. Any question, any comment, any concern? Okay, I have the first question. Unfortunately, I don't have the name of the person. What I see is Techno Pop 5 Pro. Who is using Techno Pop 5 Pro? Who has just raised the hand?
Uncle Dave, please, this is Linda Ezwa.
All right, so Linda, go ahead. What's your question?
Please, mine is a little concern. Please, some of us are busy at work, so I'm pleading if there can be a recorded version so that at our leisure time or when we are less busy at home, we can go through it ourselves. Because right now that I'm speaking with you, I am at work, so I have to put the phone down and then be running up and down.
All right, I will forgive you for that. Look on your screen. Do you see recording?
Oh, okay. I just came to pick the phone. I didn't check. Sorry.
We have been recording since the beginning. We'll make the recorded version available to you.
Okay.
Thank you for that comment, Linda.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Deborah, your hand is up. Deborah Dankwa.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Please, mine too is I'm also fine, sir. Please, mine too is a little concern. I don't know if it will make sense. I was thinking that this thing, when we like if we pick the speaking for first week, then the following week maybe we pick another component, maybe the writing or the reading or the listening, so that maybe we can follow. I was thinking that maybe if we do the speaking today, tomorrow we are doing the listening, the next time we are doing the writing, like we won't get it bulk. Like, but if we do it 1 week, we can get it bulk and understand it. Then the following week, maybe we take another component. That's my idea, though. That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
Thank you for that thought. Does anybody else have another thought?
Good morning, Auntie.
Good morning. Good morning, although I am not your auntie.
Sorry.
Were you going to ask me a question?
Yes, sir. Sir, please, I wanted to know that with the speaking test, when the girl was speaking, I noticed one or two things like I feel was not right.
Excellent. Bring it up for discussion.
She was continuously pausing in between what she was saying. She would pause, like she would do and and I felt, and some of the tenses she was using, she was messing up the past tense and the present tense. She was messing up the tense.
Hello, Gloria. Can you guys hear Gloria?
So we can't hear her again.
She was making some great points there. Hello, Gloria. Probably her network when she comes back. Okay, so we're going to discuss all those points Gloria was making. Grammar, tenses, long pauses, and so on and so forth. We're going to step Ibrahim, your hand was up.
Yes, sir. Good morning to you and good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Ibrahim. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. Right. So my question on this is, this speaking test is, a question is given you and you have to answer the question that the examiner is asking you. In a situation that the examiner starts a question, you had a fair idea of the question. So you started to answer upon noticing that he has not finished the question. So will you be penalized for that? You started answering and you saw like it's like the person was still speaking. Will you be penalized for that? Thank you, sir.
No, Ibrahim, I don't understand the question.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it is a question asked and you are expecting to answer the question that the examiner is asking you.
Yes.
The examiner starts to ask a question. You had a fair idea of the question. Mm-hmm. When you start to answer, you notice that the person was still speaking.
You notice that who was?
So are you going to be penalized for that?
Who was still speaking? The examiner?
The examiner.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. So
yes,
let me put your question in let me repeat the question in the way I understand it. So you're asking,
okay,
during the question and the answers section between you and the examiner, whilst the examiner is speaking,
yes, sir.
Whilst the examiner is speaking, the examiner has not finished speaking, but you started answering. Will you be penalized for that? Is that the question?
Exactly. Exactly. That's the question, sir.
Okay, that's a beautiful question. Unfortunately, I'm not going to answer today. Answer it.
Okay, sir.
as we go along. The answer is down the line. We are now pounding the food. We want to drink the soup on the food. Wait.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. Do we have any other question, any other comment, any other concern, please?
Sir, I have a question.
What is your name?
Sir, it's Esther from Poma.
Esther from Poma. Okay. So now you are in a better place. Ask the question.
Sir, please tell the video. I noticed like the girl wasn't looking into the eyes of the examiner. She wasn't looking into the eyes of the examiner, like eyeball to eyeball. That one too, are you going to be penalized for that?
That's a beautiful question. Now, the second video I played, the last part, you didn't pay attention. Let me say what I'm going to send you the transcript. In fact, let me look for that video, the transcript for the second video. All the videos we will play to you, we have the transcript from the British Council so that you can read. Sometimes watching the video and paying attention can actually delude you. So somebody will say something and you will not pay attention, and then it goes. So let me see. Now, whilst I am opening it up, during the IELTS test, the speaking test, the examiner is not going to mark you on your appearance. Your appearance includes whether you were smiling or not. Appearance includes whether you were looking at him or not. You are not going to be marked on that. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir.
All right. So this is the British Council IELTS.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. This is the British Council IELTS speaking fluency and coherence. The video we just watched. This is the transcript. So success starts with IELTS and fluency and coherence. Let me see, the font size here is a little bit too small. Let me see if I can increase it a bit. Okay. Let me jump to Esther's point and see. Oh no, I don't have it here. Okay, probably I should go back to the video. Okay, but first, let's quickly go through this. Fluency and coherence. Esther, can you read what is on your screen?
Yes. Ability at length, including organizing ideas logically and appropriately, signposting. This also refers to your ability to express and justify, analyze, speculate about issues without long pauses or repetition of the same words.
Thank you, Esther. Your line is a bit choppy, so most of the things you said, I didn't hear it well. Can you read what Esther just read for us?
Sir, please, can I say?
No, your line is still choppy. Please read for us. No response. Okay. Angela Achiampong, please read what's on your screen.
Okay, sir. This refers to the ability to speak at length, including organizing ideas logically with appropriate signposting. This also refers to the ability to express and justify opinions, to analyze, discuss, and speculate about issues without long pauses or repetition of the same words. Thank you.
Beautifully done, Angela. So that is the meaning of fluency and coherence in the speaking test. In the speaking test, you're expected to be fluent, you're expected to be coherent. And the meaning of fluent and coherence means speaking at length, logically, and appropriately with something we call signposting. We'll come and understand what signposting means later. And it also means your ability to express and justify an opinion, your own opinion. Okay? So in the speaking test, it doesn't matter whatever you are saying is true or false, but you are expressing an opinion and you are able to justify that opinion. You are able to discuss it or even speculate on a subject you have no idea about. But do it without long pauses or repetitions of the same words. That is the meaning. Okay. In the video, there are tricks used in doing that. One of the trick is expand and build. So they asked the question, Angela, what do you do? Please respond. Assuming this is a speaking test, and I ask you, Angela, what do you do? How would you answer that question?
Someone. Oh, please, is it me?
There is only one Angela here.
Oh, okay. My response will be, for the past 5 years, I have been saving lives of mothers and babies. Hey, somebody should.
Okay, now hold on, Angela. I like that. When you started and you realized you have said and you wanted to correct yourself, said please don't do that. It is very likely during the test you will do 1 or 2. But when you realize that you have done please don't pause and say don't correct yourself. Move on.
Okay.
You saw Hassan. She said a lot of She never stopped to say, hey, what am I doing? Try to recollect. No. You just have to keep moving forward. Okay? And I like the way you started answering that question. What do you do? You would have said straight away, I am a midwife. That is a correct answer. But in the speaking test, you expand and then you build on. The last 5 years, I have been saving lives of mothers and babies. That is the expansion. Now you have to build on. You need to explain how you do that. How do you save lives of mothers and babies? Angela, do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can we get somebody else to try that?
Sir, can I try?
Yes, definitely. So my question is, what do you do?
For the past 2 years, I had a passion of saving lives of both kids and adults. So I went into nursing. So I'm a certified nursing assistant.
Thank you. Beautifully. But this one, I have prepared your mind. So it was easy for you. Martin Addo, I want you also to give it a shot. Martin Addo, please unmute your mic.
Okay, sir.
So the question to you is, what do you do?
So for the past 3 years, I've been teaching in junior high school. I help teach English to students. I grade papers, and I also join in the extracurricular activities like sports and choral contests.
Okay, beautifully done. But What do you notice about Martin Ado's presentation?
Is there?
Is there? What else?
Yeah, I think it's more like myself than what he does.
Okay, which is okay. Remember, I said in the speaking test, nothing you say is right or wrong. Please remember that. I need to push this into your head very well. Nothing you say is right or wrong. Hey, AC, please mute your microphone. Nothing you say is right or wrong. It's about you making a point and expanding on it. We just want you to hear how you speak in English, and then we score you. That's all. So whether what you are saying is right or wrong does not matter. Whether Martinado is a teacher or not for a fact, the examiner does not care. What he cares about is how he presents it and how he builds on it. Okay, so in the screen you have, what do you do? I am a teacher, straight answer. But look at the proper, well, the IELTS speaking test way of answering that. I have been a high school mathematics teacher in New York for over 5 years. It can be true or false, but the examiner does not care. What is the examiner is looking for is how you present and justify it. Okay. The part 2 of the test.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
I also want to know, presenting it this way, must you always expand it before, or you can just give the answer and expand it? Like I can say, I'm a teacher and I've been working for maybe close to 3 years. I love what I do. And is it also, you always have to expand it before you state what really you are?
Okay, that's a beautiful question, ladies. But the danger in that, you see, in the exams, when you go to sit in front of the teacher, there's some level of nervousness. You would notice when Hassan was speaking, when she started, initially she was a little bit hesitant. She was not free. She was a bit nervous. It's after she started speaking and she started getting into herself, then she became relaxed and started talking freely and even started smiling. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Good. So in the speaking test, don't start with a straightforward answer, yes or no. It can block your mind in that moment. In fact, there's a trick of going about it. What do? You can paraphrase the question. You can paraphrase the question. When I say paraphrase, what does that mean? Sorry, say that again.
And see, repeating the question in a different way.
Repeating the question in a different, using different words. Okay, so Judy Stevens agree with me. She said, yes, this happened to me during the interview with Rose. If you're not careful and then you don't practice, we're going to do this a lot more practice. You're all going to do it. And you're going to watch a lot of videos, but the videos are not enough. You're going to practice it. We'll show you tricks of practicing it. You all have beautiful phones. We'll give you topics and then you talk about it and then you record and you send the recorded version for us to score you. You do that a lot so that it calms you down. I mean, you get in your moment so that in the test, it will not be too new for you. Otherwise, Mavis, the pitfall in that. What do? I am a teacher. You start by saying that, thinking you want to expand. And then, but you don't know that person. You don't know the examiner sitting in front of you, her appearance, her facial expression, even the perfume the person is wearing can put you off. So if you don't expand the question from the beginning to get your mind thinking, to get your mind brains on fire right from the beginning, but if you say yes and you begin to shut down, it will reflect in the rest of the test. Okay, but if you are a professional, you can adopt that approach, but I would not recommend that. All right. Any other question? Any other comment? Matilando, your hand is still up. Oh, it was the earlier one.
Said the earlier one, sorry.
Okay. I'm going to go around. I'm going to select 5 people at random and ask them a question for them to talk about. For just 30 seconds. Are we all ready? I'll call you at a random. So get yourself ready. Let me see. Who hasn't spoken today? Okay, Edward Ankra. Edward Ankra, can you hear me? Edward Ankra, I know you can hear me. Unmute your microphone. Okay, Edward will not mind me. Emilia. Hello, Emilia.
Sir. Sir.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Emilia, why do you think?
Sir.
Where are you? There's noise there.
Sir, please, I'm at work. But we can talk.
All right.
I've gone to a room.
Beautiful. Emilia, why do you think watching TV by children under 5 years is bad?
Sir.
No, Olivia, no. Where you are will not do. Let me mute you.
Why do I think watching TV by children under 5 years is bad?
Yes.
Hello, sir. Okay.
Okay. I think Olivia is not in a good place. Alice, why do you think watching TV by children under 5 years is bad?
It is bad because children are not supposed to see certain things that are shown on TV. And so you must not watch what adults is watching with children. That will not be good for the child.
Keep going.
Okay. These days, things are put on media without considering who is watching at what time. And because of that, usually when you are watching TV, you keep children away so that something will not come, then you say, close your eyes, because the child will see it.
Okay. Now, Alice, thank you very much. That is one trap we have to go, we'll be working on. When you are speaking and you are short of ideas, what you think you can speak about is finished. How do you proceed? We'll address that as we go along. Mavis.
Okay.
Alice, thank you for that attempt. Mavis,
Okay.
Say,
Are you there?
yes, please.
Good. Ladies, why do you think nurses traveling outside Ghana is a bad idea?
Well, I think if a lot of us are to leave the country, we are going to reduce the number of workforce in our workplaces. And most of the works are being done by the nurses when they get to the hospitals. So if they are to leave the country in a greater number, it's going to affect the health status of the country. Again, also.
You see, I want you to speak. I ask you to stop.
Okay, sir. Again, I also think moving to other countries may also pose risks for the health worker as well. Going to other people's country with different culture, custom, languages, it's going to affect the psychological being of the nurse as well. So to me, I think things that can be done for them to stay here should be looked at, so that we wouldn't have majority of them leaving the country in search for greener pastures outside. It's finished.
Okay, I did not ask you to stop. Now, that is where the challenge is. You need to now develop tricks of expanding on things you have said. Okay? And let me try one more person. Judith Stevens, can you hear me? Hello, Judith Stevens, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, please, I can hear you.
Good. Judith.
Sir, please, I can hear you.
Good.
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Why do you think going to school early by children these days
Sir,
is
please, I can hear you.
Why do you think going to school early by children these days is bad? Speak about it in 2 minutes.
Sir, please, you said. Sir, please, can you repeat the question again?
Judith, are you with us?
Hello, sir.
Judith, you don't seem to be with us.
Yes, please, but the line is breaking, so can you repeat the question again?
Okay. The question is, why do you think going to school early by children these days is bad?
Okay. Hello, sir.
Judith, can
Hello,
you
sir.
speak? We're listening, so you speak.
Sir, please, can you hear me?
Speak, speak.
Loud and clear. Just
Okay,
speak.
okay. So going to school with children early these days is bad. I'm speaking. So going to school with children early these days is bad because of socialization. One, that is early education provides opportunity for young children to interact with their peers and develop social skills, such as sharing, cooperation, and communication. Moreover, development growth high quality in early education also in early education programs provide a stimulating environment that can also support children in cognitive, language, and physical development. And I think the later years. So please, should I continue?
All right, thank you. Your line is giving problems, so you can't even hear the.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you for that attempt. All right. Patricia Tina J, you are going to be the last speaker for today on this topic.
Yes, sir.
Patricia.
Hello, sir.
Patricia, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. And you?
Fine. Patricia, why do you think
Hello?
Patricia, we're getting a feedback from your end.
Here now. Hello?
Yes, I think it's better now.
I was using earphones, that's why.
Okay, it's much better now. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Patricia, what do you do with your family on weekends?
Okay. Normally on weekends, the family is relieved from work. Everybody is home and we all come together to do some cleanups in the house, including the floors and the washrooms and the individual rooms. We mostly do cleaning on weekends. Then later we go out to mingle with some friends, especially some parks where they do some occasions, normally like weddings and funerals. When we come back, we have a lot to do, like cooking for the family. Then we go ahead and have some socialization while other extended family members come around for other special gatherings, like family meetings go on. But mostly it is for cleaning, and normally on weekends, we also go to church services for some.
Patricia, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
When do Okay, but you've done well, except for long pauses.
Yeah.
Now, in the exams itself, this is how the structure of the exams. Patricia, I want you to read structure.
Structure. I should read the structure.
That's right.
Okay. For part 2 of the test, use the bullet points on the task card to help you structure your long term and make notes in the 1 minute that's given using the key words.
Thank you. So you will notice in Hassan's interview,
yeah,
before the two started, the examiner gave her a paper and a pen.
Yes, sir.
That's for the task card. And the point for that is because you're going to speak for 2 minutes, the British Council or the IELTS people want to help you develop a point. So first, you'll be given the topic you're going to talk about. It will not come out of the blue. And by the way, all the topics, we're going to give you all the possible topics that you can be asked to speak about so that you prepare. But when you are given the task card, you'll be given the topic first and the task card. You quickly, and then you'll be given 1 minute, 1 minute to organize your thoughts. Write down the point you want to speak about. You're going to use that 1 minute very judiciously. Note down the point you will talk about. Then when the examiner asks you, okay, now you should start speaking. Immediately the examiner says, now you should start speaking. He will tell you you can speak for 1 to 2 minutes, but I'm telling you, speak for more than 2 minutes. Continue speaking until you're asked to stop. During that 2 minutes when you are speaking, you can look on the paper, the card, look on it, and then make sure you develop the point around, you develop your talk around the points you have written down. Don't go off track, otherwise you lose concentration and you start talking wide. Okay? So you keep talking until the examiner tells you to stop. Don't stop when your ideas are finished. We're going to look at that. Now, to effectively speak for 2 minutes without you losing your ideas to talk about, we're going to help develop you. Think about this 5 key areas you can always talk about. So when they give you the task card, the points you're going to write down, reasons, you quickly write down this key point. RECSP. We'll develop an acronym for that. We'll give it to you. So RECSP, reasons, effect, comparison, supporting examples, personal experience. By the time you develop your point around these 5 topics, you have spoken for more than 2 minutes. And you are making a high band score. Reasons, effects, comparisons, supporting examples, and personal experience. So when they start, why do you think it's bad for children to go to school early in the morning these days? You may start by, I think there are a variety of reasons for researchers. When you start that way, your mind, your spirit is open up to talk about a lot of things. Do you see it? Then, when you are done with the reasons, you now look at the effects. Then you now look at, you compare it with, you do some comparisons. Students who go early in the morning, students who go late in the morning. Remember, the goal for the speaking test is to judge, is not to judge whatever you're saying is right or wrong. Just express an opinion. I think children going to school late, 12 noon in the day, will be good for children than children going to school early morning. Then you develop a point to support that. It doesn't need to be right. You give supporting examples and personal experience. By the time you are done, you are earning your band 7, full band 7. Okay. There's another technique called signposting. I'm not going to talk about that now. We're also going to learn how to use linking words, connecting sentences, linking words. And then there's a colloquial for it. It's called chunks. Chunks. Chunks, C-H-U-N-C-K-S. C-H-U-N-C-K-S. Chunks. We're going to show you using the technique, chunks technique. Let me explain what chunks means. It will help. I'm going to use a familiar circumstance in Kumasi. When I came to Kumasi to start this program, an Akrapi man who had lived in Accra most of his life, there are a few things I have come to learn in Kumasi that helped me, and it's going to help you explain what the principle of chance is. You know, the Ashantis are people who want to cut everything short in their conversation. So even names, Nana or say, Nana or say, you know how the Ashanti man say Nana or say?
Nase.
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 Nana or say, they made it short, Nase. Nase. In English, that is called chunks. Chunks is when you put 2-3 different words into one word. It's called chunks. So the Ashantis use chunks a lot. Nase. They also, and chunks can be paraphrasing, it can be phrasal verbs. We'll learn all that going along. The ladies here who have been going to the market, there is a, if you are living, aha, somebody said, Parkwesi is now PK. I like that. iPhone, who is using the iPhone? He says, sir, please share the previous page.
It's Esther. It's Esther. I'm writing reason, effect, comparison.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't finish before you took it away.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
So chunks can also be when you colloquialize a word. Let me explain that. Once again, using my experience in Kumasi. In Accra, there's a popular fish they sell in the market, in the Medina market. They call it opoku. Opoku, you all know opoku, right?
Yes.
Yes. Do you know how opoku is called in Kumasi?
No.
Deborah, how do you call opoku in Kumasi? No. If you go to Awawaye, thank you. In fact, I was shocked. I went to the market to buy opoku. I asked all the women, where is opoku? They said, oh, I didn't tell you how. So until I saw opoku, and I pointed, that is opoku. Oh, Debbie, no, why? Oh. You will love it. So it is using a phrasal verb. It's called phrasal verb in English. Colloquializing certain words in a way for you to understand. We're going to show you how to use those tricks in developing your point and expanding it so that you can speak for more than 2 minutes without a break, so that you can ace your speaking test. Awawaye opoku. Okay, so that is it. Then the third part of the speaking test, I know I didn't go into it, you just watch the intro part, is normally the second part where the examiner will give you a topic to talk about for 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. Then the third part, you are going to, it's called the analytical part. You are now going to expand it. But this time it's going to be interactive, where the examiner asks you a question on that topic, and then you begin to talk about it and expand it. Once again, remember, the examiner does not care whether what you are saying is true or not. The examiner does not care. We just want to check grammatical range, lexical resource, pronunciations, and fluency and coherence. Fluency and coherence in the speaking test. Now, having had this background, I am going back to Hassan's video. This time I'm going to play it And I want all of you, I'm taking you to be the speaking certified examiner. Listen carefully and then score Hassan. I need you to score Hassan after her talk, after the exam. Let me share my screen. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Take your pen and paper. Check Hassan's pronunciation. Check Hassan's grammatical errors. Check Hassan's long pause. Check Hassan's repetition of words. Check Hassan's coherency, fluency. Take a piece of paper and a pen. Ready? Go.
Full name, please.
My name is Sausan Hassan.
Thank you. And can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Syria.
Can I see your identification,
Yes,
please?
sure.
Thank you, that's fine. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I'm a student.
And what subject are you studying?
English literature.
Why did you choose this subject?
Well, I like literature very much, and English is international language, so English literature is one of the best majors I've ever studied, so I like it very much.
What do you hope to do when you finish your studies?
Well, I'm planning to complete my higher studies. I'll be doing an MA, and eventually I'll be doing a PhD to be a professor in English literature.
Now let's talk about weekends. What do you usually do at the weekend?
Well, usually I go to visit my relatives or even friends, but sometimes I stayed at home just for if I have exams or something to study, so I just stay at home. But most of my time, actually, I spend it with my friends, going out for to drink something or to have fun, enjoy it.
What do you think you'll do next weekend?
Well, next weekend I have to go to a trip to York, and I'm so excited about it. Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I've heard that York, it's a very ancient city. So, and the Vikings were there, and I like the ancient things, and I like history.
Do you enjoy your weekends now more than you did when you were a child?
Well, not really. When I was a child, I just spent all my weekends playing, but now I have lots of concerns. Sometimes I have to stay at home to study. So, no, when I was a child, I enjoyed it most.
How important is it for you to relax at the end of the week?
Well, it is very important because you just relax out of the whole week because you were studying or working. So you need peace and relax and sometimes to take a great time of sleeping just to prepare yourself for the next week.
Let's talk about music. What sort of music do you usually enjoy listening to?
Well, I like music very much because I'm a singer myself. I like to sing, so I have a great taste of music. I like the classical, I like the Arabic music, and so music is very important. I have to listen to music all the day.
Has the kind of music you like changed over the years?
Well, yes, it changed because I used to listen to the almost it's slow music, and nowadays it's just in the very fast and sometimes techno, and I don't like this kind of music. I still listen to the music that I liked, and I still have the same CDs, and all the time I sometimes listen to this music, the new music, but I don't like it. I just like to listen to the music that I liked when I was a child.
Do you prefer listening to live music or recorded music?
Well, recorded. I don't like live music because I feel always the singer is not good in live music, so I feel that recorded is better.
Do you think listening to music helps you study?
Yes, I always listen to music when I'm studying. Sometimes my friends make fun of me because I'm not concentrating, but actually it makes me more concentrated.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's some paper and a pencil for making notes. And here's your topic. And I'd like you to describe a special gift or present you gave to someone. All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. The special gift actually I gave to my mother, and it was a necklace in the Mother Day. And actually I've been to different shops to search for what am I going to give my mother, because giving her anything is just, you feel it, it's very simple. But I looked for different shops, and I then decided to take a very lovely necklace, and it wasn't that much expensive because I was I had the money for it. So, and I asked the salesman to wrap it for me in a very colored papers, and I just tried to put the red tie on it, and then I hide it in my. I didn't tell her about it till the party, because we usually make a party for my mother in the Mother Day, so I didn't tell her about it till at the party. And when I gave it to her, she was really happy very much, and she was almost in tears because she really liked it. And she told me, no matter how simple it is, since you think about giving me anything, so that's really great. So I was really happy for really giving her this present, and she's wearing it every time when she goes out, and she always tells her friends about it. Look what my daughter brought to me in the Mother Day. So I really was proud and happy that she really liked it. So every time I see it, she really. She's really proud of it. And
do you enjoy giving gifts?
Yes, I really enjoy. I like even to take gifts, but I enjoy giving gifts to my friends or to the members of my family, because it shows that you are thinking of them and you really care for them.
Thank you. Can I have the booklet and the paper and pencil back, please?
Yes.
We've been talking about a special gift you gave to someone, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. Let's consider, first of all, giving gifts in families. On what occasions do family members give gifts to each other in Syria?
Well, usually they give gifts on birthdays, in special occasions like, for example, the Eid in my country, and in Christmas time. So, and sometimes if anybody was graduated from college or from school, and somebody who is get out of a hospital and he's now in a very good health, so we usually give them presents.
Do people tend to spend a lot of money on gifts?
Sometimes, yeah, but it depends on the person that you are giving the gifts, and it depends on your own financial status.
Okay, let's talk about the type of gifts that children give to adults and their families. What sort of gifts do they give?
This is really interesting because the children always tend to think from their own view that for example, if a small child is going to give his father or mother a gift, he's going to tend to give him a kind of a toy maybe, or something that is the father or the mother won't use, but because the child think that I like this, so I want to give it to my father. So they always give it from their point of view, that because I like this, my father is going to like it. So it's really interesting. The child, it's very simple and sometimes it's very humble. The gifts.
So at what age do children start to choose gifts for their parents?
Well, it depends how the parents brought them up. Sometimes I think it's when they start to recognize the real relationships, because when they were before 7 or before 6 years old, they tend not to recognize what does it mean to give a gift or to give, and even they don't recognize the relationships. But after 7, I think they start to recognize and to feel that I need to give a present to my father or mother, as they are giving me, and every time I have an occasion.
So how important do you think giving gifts is within families?
Yeah, it is important because you always give them the feeling that you are really caring for them and you really think of them. And whenever you give them things that they like, you feel that you're really all the time thinking of them. And it's also tied up the relationships and makes it more strong.
Thank you. Right, let's move on from personal gifts to international gifts, if you want, and talk about international aid. What sort of aid do countries give to other countries?
Well, sometimes it gives the international aids whenever a country is in need for something and the country cannot afford to make it or to bring it. So the other countries will help her, for example, in food aids, and especially in disasters and when something bad happened to this country. So they're going to give it food aids, sometimes medical aids, sometimes psychological aids, as we do, because I work in the Red Crescent, so I know what this does it mean to give a psychological aids for sometimes for refugees, or for even to go for the near countries that really need. For example, in my country, we go to Iraq or to Lebanon when the invasion, and so we help them psychologically to just pass and get over this.
So what do you think motivates government to give aid to other countries?
Well, it is important because I feel that let us recognize ourselves that at the end we are all human beings and we are living in the same club, and it's like a small village, and we are all members of the same the same land. So I feel it's just really makes the relationships more strong, and it gives you it really let you feel like your humanity at the end.
And do you think the aid is always helpful?
Yes, I think so. Because whenever you think of giving aid to other countries, it's when they are in need. It's really helpful.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Judith Harvey. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Okay. Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we did.
So there are a series of videos I'm going to show, but for now, that is for today. There's another person and there are a couple of others who also took the speaking test. Now, let's see. Let me get, I'm going to call 5 people randomly to give me how they will score Hassan. Okay. So Isaac Jemfi. Isaac Jemfi. Hello, Isaac Jemfi.
Hello, sir. Sir, please, I'm here.
Isaac, what
Hello, sir.
What are the flaws in Hassan's presentation?
Oh, okay. So I think for the coherent. Hello, sir. Plus, are you with me?
Everybody is with you here, my brother. You are not coherent yourself.
So please, I don't know what to say. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I want you to give me time so that I can think about it.
Thank you. Lena Asantiwa Ogobi. Can you hear me? Lena Asantiwa Ogobi. Lena Asantiwa Ogobi.
Sir.
Lena, how would you score Hassan?
So I wasn't following you. Yeah.
All right, thank you. Ruth. Ruth Ajemai. Ruth Ajemai. Okay, no response. Thank you, Ruth. William Demelu.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, William.
Yes.
For Hassan.
So I would have given her 4.5 out of 9.
And your reasons are?
My reasons are that, one, she has so much mannerism in her presentation, as in the and the gaps in the submissions. Then, two, the grammatical errors. I have identified a few of her grammatical errors.
Give us examples.
And sometimes too, she's offbeat regarding what they ask her a question about government or why in her what's the name? I'm also giving the same mannerism here. I mean, they ask her a question about something, then she says a different thing altogether. So all those things put together made me to give her 4.5 out of 9.
Right, thank you for your opinion. Esther Aseye Ankara, how would you score Hassan?
Okay, sir. Hassan, from my point of view, has done very well. When it comes to consistency, she's there. The coherence, she's a bit okay. There were some few issues here and there, but it can be. Her performance can still give her a pass mark, because she keeps one mistake she keeps doing, which I know is not acceptable at IELTS speaking, was doing I learned it wasn't it's not accepted whenever you are going for IELTS speaking exam. So apart from that, I would say her performance can give a pass mark.
So what band score? Esther, what band score will you give her?
Sir, please, have you heard me?
Yes, what band score will you
Hello,
give?
sir. Hello, sir.
Esther, what band score?
I will give a 7.
Band 7. All right. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Francisca Abamba, what band score? What is your scoring for Hassan? Francisca Abamba.
Please, sir, I would give 7
Why?
because with the pronunciation personal to me, it's okay. But with there was some breaking along the line. So personally, that's what I think I'll give.
Breaking along the line, which specific areas?
No, she says mother. Mother.
Hello, sir.
Which specific areas?
Sir, I just joined and I don't know the.
I see. Isaac Opare, you will have the last word on this.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Isaac.
Hello. Yes, sir. I just joined, and because of that, in fact, I'm at work for now, and I may not be able to give proper assessment of because I didn't join on time.
All right, thank you. Then Mansura Lamina, Chief Examiner. What's your last word on this?
I'll give you a 6.
And the
The
reason?
frequency is there. The frequency was there. There was some breaks in it, and then her facial expression wasn't all that much.
Oh, my dear, you cannot score her on her appearance. Her facial expression has nothing to do with the test. Whether she smiles, whether she cries, whether she's properly dressed or not, you cannot score her on that.
Okay.
Any other?
No, sir. Overall, she did well.
Okay. Thank you, examiners, for all those who made the attempt. Saidu Ibrahim, you want to have a last word on this?
Yes, sir. So please, it's a kind of question. I think that some of the that she does, is it punishable in IELTS? It's like the break is not long. She will do and then continue. But there is, yes, she will do then continue. You will not see like a wide gap between her and then the next words that is coming out from her mouth. So is that punishable? And there is one like stoppage that she has done that took her like some seconds before, when she was trying to say that the gift would tie up the relationship between the giver and those who are taking. That is where I noticed that there is a wide gap, like some kind of blackout in her mind before then she continued. If that is punishable, that I will understand, but a lot of things she says, then she will continue. Those ones, is it punishable in IELTS?
Thank you, sir. Please mute your microphone. Isaac Opare, please mute your microphone. You are distracting us.
For example, just beside this.
To answer many of your questions, I want to play the following video for you. Please pay attention.
You've decided to take the IELTS exam. Good for you. It's the test for study, work, and life. The IELTS speaking test is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 is an introduction and general questions. Part 2 is the long turn. and Part 3 is an analytical discussion. Here we look at the criteria of grammatical range and accuracy. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. This criteria focuses on the range and accuracy of the test taker's grammar while speaking. Look for our accompanying downloads for examples of the range of grammatical structure. The range of grammar includes using a variety of complex structures. These are sentences with multiple bits of information. Contrast that to separate, simple sentences with a single piece of information. For example, just beside the station was a stadium which was built in the 19th century and where games are now held every weekend. It isn't expected that candidates are 100% accurate. However, control is important. The Band 7 definition for grammatical range and accuracy says, frequently produces error-free sentences, though some grammatical mistakes persist. It's not just the number of grammatical mistakes, but also how seriously these mistakes block communication. To improve your grammar, take these steps. Be prepared. Make sure that you know the speaking test format and what type of questions to expect in each section. Many tasks in Part 2 of the IELTS speaking test relate to the past, so you most likely use past tenses. Ensure you know the past tenses of common verbs. Some questions in Part 3 ask you to speculate about the future, so use the right tenses in the answers to reflect this. Look out for the British Council's Johnny Grammar apps and videos that can help explain the commonly used tenses for you. Practice. Particularly think about the tenses you use. Ensure these relate to the questions. If the question asked is, "What did you do at work today?" the main word here is did, which is in the past tense, so your answer should be in the past tense too. For example, today I wrote a business brief. Don't worry if you realize you've made a mistake. It's okay to correct yourself. Record yourself speaking and listen to identify errors. IELTS results range from band scores of 1 to 9. However, there are not specific questions for different band scores, and there can't be, as the score isn't assigned until the end of the speaking test. Also, remember there are no quotas for IELTS band scores. Each individual is scored on their own merits. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos: Fluency and Coherence, Lexical Resource and Accuracy, and Pronunciation.
Good. Now, let me play you the other video, 2 more videos. Then we'll be bringing the class to a close today. I am pushing too many things in your head.
Hi, I'm Bella from Colorado, USA.
Sorry. I'm pushing too many things into your head today. And if I'm not careful, your head will explode. But we have a lot of grounds to cover. That is for sure. We're going to guide you every step of the way with official British Council materials and resources to ensure that you are prepared properly and rightly to take the test and pass. Now, the second area the examiner the second area the examiner will be looking out for in the speaking test is lexical resource. Lexical resource. What is that? To look at it, just give me a sec.
You've decided to take the IELTS exam. Great choice. It's the test that opens doors around the world. Here we look at the criteria of lexical resource. This is one of 4 criteria on which you will be tested. Look for the other 3 criteria in other videos. Lexical resource focuses on the range of vocabulary a candidate uses. The wider the range, the better you will score. You will need to understand these factors to score well on the test. The ability to use vocabulary effectively, including the right collocation, that is, words naturally used together. For instance, lions roar. Lions do not shout. Alternatively, we make a phone call. We do not do a phone call. An awareness of connotation. This refers to the positive, neutral, or negative association some words have. For example, laid back, positive. Inactive, neutral. Lazy, negative. Slim, thin, skinny. The use of less common vocabulary or expressions. Many candidates memorize impressive lists of vocabulary, but often end up using them in the wrong way because they haven't understood them properly. To improve your vocabulary, we recommend these steps. Always try to learn new vocabulary when reading in English. Look out for new words. Seeing words in their context helps you learn the meaning, usage, and collocation. Online newspapers are a good resource. These can also help you keep up on the vocabulary of current affairs. Group new vocabulary into related subjects and learn these together, rather than making long lists of unrelated words. For example, make a list of words about sports. Using mind maps often helps with this. Learn more synonyms. These are words or expressions with the same meaning. Knowledge of synonyms will help with all parts of the IELTS test. Try using a thesaurus. Make small word cards with the word written on one side of the card and the translation and an example sentence on the other side. You can then test yourself. Practice is the key. Not to memorize, but to practice discussing different topics, weaving in the vocabulary you have learned. Research shows practice improves test scores. Don't give up if you can't find the right word. Keep trying to explain what you mean, even if it takes a little longer. This is called paraphrasing. You will get credit for this. IELTS speaking tests include general, everyday topics. Specialist knowledge isn't expected. The topics are relevant to all of the 135 countries in which IELTS is used. For more information, please see the other speaking test videos, Fluency and Coherence, Grammatical Range and Accuracy, and Pronunciation.
Okay. Dear brothers and sisters, you can see we have a lot of grounds to cover. Mind maps, vocabularies. Don't worry, we're going to take you through all of them. That constitutes the lexical resource. All right. We have a class at 3 p.m., so we need to be breaking here. You go and rest. 3 p.m. you connect back and we'll start an introduction to the writing class. Now, the writing exams is the toughest of all the exams. Well, in my opinion, the toughest of all the exams. So come prepared and less distracted. To answer Ibrahim's question before we go, yes, there are people who naturally will speak with and those you will not be penalized for. But there are others you do for the obvious reason that you are lost in your thoughts. That you will be penalized for. On that note, have a good afternoon and goodbye to you all.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Please, I would like to know your score for the lady.
Oh, I will tell you the score. In fact, the score I will tell you is a score in the exam.
Sir, please, how long does each class end or take?
Normally, we're hoping more than 2 hours per class. But today's class has taken a little longer than that. So,
sir, please, when are we getting the material?
oh, good question. We'll start sharing them from this evening. We'll start sharing them, but we will not give you all like I do. We'll give you like the lesson plans, because we want you to participate in the class. When you take down notes, you just don't listen and be doing other things. That is a sure way of failure. Alima, to your hand is up. Hello, Alima too. Alima too.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, good afternoon. Yes, I wanted to find out, in a case where you are fully prepared for the speaking test, and then at the part 3, they give you a topic that you have no idea at all, not at all. So how do you go about such questions? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh, that's a beautiful question. If I want to start answering now, we'll spend another 1 hour. Thank you for that question, but it's one of the things we'll be learning as we go along the course. How to answer questions when you have no idea about the topic. For example, they ask you a question about speak about things you go and see in a museum. Many Ghanaians visit the museum. So there are tricks you go you use to answer those questions. Remember, the goal, the examiner does not care whether you have been to the museum or not. So whatever you are saying, whether it's right or not, does not matter. But there are ways of going. Of course, you need to know the topic so that you'll be able to speak to it. That makes you feel natural and flow fluently. We'll be doing a lot of practice on that. On that note, thank you very much for coming. Have a good afternoon. Bye.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Bye. Thank you.
See you at 3 o'clock.
Bye.